Good afternoon. This is Cleve Loveland alongside the Loner Ranger, Bruce Woodburn. We are here on the Loveland Report and the Loner Ranger Show. If you've got real estate questions, you can call us. How do you sell a house? How do you get ready to buy a house? How do you get your credit fixed? How do you apply for a mortgage? How do you get your house ready to sell? How do you buy that house at the same time when your house sells? Where do you go? All of these things we can answer for you. I am Cleve Loveland, broker owner of Loveland Properties. My family's been selling real estate in Central Florida for just about 50 years, and chances are one of those houses on your street, we've helped sell it, buy it, or manage it as an investment property. So, and I've got Bruce, his first mortgage you carved out was on stone, right? Right next to Moses. Yep. So right. What's going on this week, Bruce?
Well, you can see that you're starting to see interest rates start to pop up just a little bit here. They're still attractive. Don't listen to the fake news that tells you that they're going out of whack. Or I've seen some fake news that's quoting interest rates that are lower than actually market rates are too. So where do you get the right information? You call somebody that's tried, true, and tested. You can check out my Google reviews. They're 4.5. My Zillow reviews are 5.0. Deal with somebody local that you can count on for accurate information. I'm local, but I'm in all 50 states, so you can count on me to take care of your needs when it comes to mortgages. But interest rates are starting to tick up, Cleve, because the federal government has promised that they were going to taper back on purchasing mortgage-backed securities, and they're actually following through.
Yeah, they have done it.
They follow through, and Powell says he's going to actually speed up that process, that in the first quarter of 2022, he will have eliminated buying mortgage-backed securities. Now, that remains to be seen, but it looks like he's actually going in that direction. So that's driving interest rates up. What else is driving interest rates up? Inflation. Inflation erodes the bond market. Mm-hmm. It's the arch enemy to the bonds.
Yep.
And if we experience inflation, and everybody out there knows now what inflation is. If you didn't know what inflation was, look at your gas pump when you're filling up and go, "Thank you, Joe."
That's right.
Let's go, Brandon. Right? So you can look at that, because did we have that problem with the last administration?
No.
No, we did not.
No.
I was paying $1.99 for gas.
Yep.
Okay? What are you paying right now? My bacon has gone up 20%. Okay?
You eat a lot of bacon. But I think this market we're in, what do you expect these rates to do? Like next year, they stop buying that. For 2022, where are we going? We're going into 2022. So you're expecting we could see 4s by the end of the year?
I think that's a very likely possibility. I am never...
Election year, they usually don't do too much.
Yeah, you know what? They say that, but we've had some years of election years where it didn't really have that much of an impact. You have a lot of economic strains going on right now that I don't think because of an election year, you're going to see that... that's going to be able to hold back interest rates from going up. I think because of inflation, because of the eroding of the bond market, and because of tapering back in mortgage-backed securities, you're going to naturally see interest rates go up. But, Cleve, you have to remember that the people listening to this that are probably under 55 years old think that the rates we have are normal.
Yeah.
They're not normal, guys.
Well,
they're not normal. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a 4, 5, 6, 7.5% interest rate, and that could happen.
Well, I
don't think it's
inflation. I think is what's going to also stop us from having prices go down. They could slow down. Now, I think for 2022, the crystal ball. My mom gave me a crystal ball when she retired 20-something years ago.
It was full of vodka, though.
No, Chardonnay. I'm sorry, Mom. Anyway, that crystal ball, I haven't figured out how to make it work. But I think for next year, we should have tight inventory. We've got supply chain problems for new construction, which keeps people buying resale homes. The builders aren't going to lower their prices. You know, they all raised their prices last year because, oh my gosh, lumber, we can't get any. We're going to raise our prices.
They had to.
We got to give you variable pricing. Lumber's come back down, but their prices haven't settled down.
No, but it hasn't come back down that much.
Right. But I think inventory is going to hold steady where it climbs slightly. We've literally had the same amount of homes for sale for the past 8 months, and it's like you average it out. It's about less than 1 month's supply. Less than a 6-month supply, like if we had 20,000 homes on the market, it would reasonably still be a
seller's market.
It'd still be a seller's market where prices are slowly rising.
It would be a little bit more balanced.
Yeah, it depends on how many sales are happening, obviously. But Central Florida, we got the advantage of growing in population. Everywhere you look, there's apartment complexes going up. Not that I want you to rent those. I want you to buy a house. But our population's growing, and we got people moving here from other parts of Florida because we are the most affordable, most likable city in Florida, just about.
Weather's great.
Yep.
No state taxes.
Yep.
If you want to talk to a great real estate agent, somebody that is a professional and takes this business seriously, he's not a part-time real estate agent, call Cleve at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118, or go to his website at cleveloveland.com. That's cleveloveland.com. So right now we got about a 3.5 weeks of inventory.
Yep.
Okay. We're seeing interest rates stay steady. They're staying low.
Yep.
But they're creeping up. Do you expect that we would, like we've seen, what did we see last year in October? Your median prices was
jumped up
270.
20%. Yeah, and it went to 320.
Okay, so you went from 270 to 325.
Yep.
Okay, so you would have made on a 270 average price, you'd have made $55,000 in 1 year in your house. In 1 year.
Yep.
In 1 year.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know, but I can't think of a better way to make money than buying in real estate, because you got to have a place to live anyway.
Yep.
Right? So if they continue to go in that direction, 20% more of 320 is going to bring you up another
$60,000.
$60,000.
Yep.
So that 320 now becomes 380, 385. That's going to raise your payments by $200 a month.
But remember, Bruce, we've got a lot of people we taught over the past 2 years. We've taught about our Leapfrog program. We don't want you to sell that home. It's going to be your retirement one day. We want you to leapfrog out of that one, buy another primary home after being in your house for 1 to 2 or 3 years, and buy the next rental.
Absolutely.
I just spoke to somebody going to rent their house for $2,800. She bought it 18 months ago. Her mortgage payment is $1,900, and the rents are going up as fast as or faster.
And she can
than
easily
the prices.
raise them by 3%, if not more, per
and
year.
So she's going to cash flow a good $700-800 a month. That's going to turn. She's going to have that house paid off in probably less than 15 years.
Well, that's what we want to do. We want to help you guys all amass wealth in real estate. It's not complicated, but if you'd like to get in to our wealth building home buying seminar, we will be putting them back on the calendar. We did our last one this month. We will be putting them back on our calendar. Go to my website at webringyouhome.com or call Cleve. Call me. You can reach Cleve at 407-352-8118, or you can reach the loan arranger, Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, at 407-250-9144. What else is going on in the market that people need to know
believe
about?
it or not, Bruce, pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. We've had great price appreciation, really incredible price appreciation the past 2 years, and we've had appreciation since probably the last 10. Believe it or not, of all the homes for sale, every single month, 10% of the market, so let's say 400 homes a month for sale, they fall apart. The people give up, go off the market. And it's not necessarily, we're in the best real estate market we've had in a long time. And it's just, they're not marketed right. They're not staged right. They're not taught the way a house should be sold. It's not always price. But there are some people trying to go too high. If your neighborhood's a $500,000 neighborhood, you don't price your house for $625,000.
No, you don't.
But believe me, 5 out of every 6 realtors would take that listing.
Well, but you know what? The realtor will take the listing, but the buyer thinks that, you know what, I'm just going to throw it out there and see what happens, but they don't realize they're doing themselves a disservice. My strategy, and I think that you would agree with this, price your house at market price. Okay? Wait for the bids to come in, and I bet you get more for your house than you're
going to get more because you're not going to be on the market as long. It makes the process a lot simpler, a lot shorter, so you can get back to work, get the family settled down. Might get that person to let you rent it back for a month, which makes the move easier. As you move into your new home too, because that can be chaotic with the moving truck in the driveway the day of closing and meeting it over at the new house after you sign for the other home. So, but the market knows, people know, and you want those buyers walking through your home. Of the 20 people that walk through your house that first weekend when I market your home, probably 10 or 12 of them have been looking and lost homes over the past couple months.
Of course they have. Absolutely.
And they've lost them.
If you're a buyer,
and they're ready to buy.
You've likely lost out on an offer before. There's no question about that. So, but you can do things, Cleve, to be able to eliminate the chances of you not being chosen as the winning offer. There are things that you can do, right?
Yep.
So what do you suggest that people do?
Oh, number one thing is a reasonable offer close to list price. Number two is the financing. They need to be fast-tracked with you.
If you're not going to pay cash, then you have to look like you're paying cash.
Yep.
And the only way to do that is to get your loan approved with a lender that a listing agent recognizes, because believe it or not, it's not really the seller choosing the lender or the buyer who wants to buy their seller's home. It's the listing agent that is vetting people. And if you've got 5 people making an offer and 3 of them are internet lenders that they got a pre-approval with, what do you do with those internet lenders?
I pitch them.
You pitch them, right? Because they do not tell the truth when it comes to the qualification of the buyer.
I don't want my transaction coordinator calling Mumbai to find out what's going on. Where's the appraiser at? He was supposed to be here 2 weeks ago.
Or you call up and you go, hey, listen, I see I got a copy of a pre-approval letter for you here, Mr. Rogers. Tell me, do you have DU or LP approval? Well, what's that? Okay. Yeah. Or have you received their tax returns, bank statements, pay stubs, and W-2s? Well, no, but they're okay. Well, have you got a credit report? Yes, I do. What's the date on that credit report? Well, I think it was updated in August. Okay. Yeah. Well, come on, you guys. That's what we don't do. We do everything to make sure that when you're making an offer, you're going to get chosen. 407-250-9144 for the Loan Arranger. You can text me at that same number, or you can call me at that number, or you can go to my website at webringyouhome.com. Cleve, how do they reach you?
407-352-8118, and my team will answer the phone, or I will, and we'll get you on my schedule. I'll come out and see you. I will be the one that comes to see you, not a new recruit, not somebody whose ink on their real estate license is not dry yet.
Not a part-timer?
Not a part-timer, not somebody who works to register at Walgreens, not that there's a problem with that, and then sells real estate when they can. They've been licensed for 5 years and sold one home. I don't have any of those realtors working for me. My office, it's funny, I added somebody to my team, Bruce. She came from an office of 50 realtors. My team of 3 agents outsold that office.
Oh, I bet they did.
So, I mean,
it's just, they did.
Yeah, we run
that's
circles.
because they hire people that have a real estate license, but they don't really actually sell real estate. They didn't have anything else to do with their time, so they got a real estate license.
Oh, and there's just, I mean, we do it the right way. We can help you with buying, selling, managing your investment property. We do that. One thing, I got some emails here, Bruce. I've seen this question before. I had a gentleman talking about selling a house for $1.3 million, and he's got an agent telling him he's got a buyer for it. He's got a buyer for it. And what happens when you do a sale? What you want to do for somebody like this, everybody always says they have, realtors say that, I've got a buyer for your house. Well, great.
That's a standard
line. What you want to do is call me, interview me. I'll get you a list price, a market analysis for that home, and a marketing plan. Go over that. And then you tell that other person, okay, my price is going to be this. Bring me that offer. And I guarantee you'll get crickets. You'll hear nothing. So
all they're trying to do is pick up a listing. It's a tactic. You don't play those games.
No, the MLS works because out of the homes I sell, Bruce, I sell less than 2 or 3% a year myself, where the buyer calls me off the internet, calls me off Realtor.com, calls my website, hears me on the radio. The odds are there's 18,000 realtors in Central Florida. They're going to bring us a buyer because they've got somebody who just sold their house in Apopka and they're moving to Lake Nona, or they're out in the country in Sorrento. They're moving down to Claremont. They're on the edge of Polk County. They want to get into downtown Orlando to be close to work. Whatever it might be, I never know where that's going to come from. Exposing your house to the most people will get you the most offers. Because I had somebody that was kicking around, trying to sell themselves forever. A guy was jerking them around. They were asking a good price for their home, and I said, well, we're going to list it for about 10% more than that. And I got, when we put it on, when I marketed it, I got them 7 offers, and we sold for about 5%.
Well, you'll vet the buyers too, because a lot of real estate agents, they'll go, oh, we should take this highest offer, and the buyer's not even qualified. So you and your team will vet the buyer and their qualification. Cleve, how do they reach you?
407-352-8118 for one of the longest running best teams in Central Florida.
Yes, and if you'd like to talk to the Loan Arranger, 32 years in the mortgage business, closed over 10,000 transactions, and I am going strong, and I'd love to help you and your family with your purchase or refinance transaction. You can reach me at 407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144.
I've got to get our sound effects.
WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger Radio Show. Stay tuned.
And we are back on the Loveland Report and Loner Ranger Show. I am Cleve Loveland. Got a couple of listings real quick. I like to give people an idea of what's for sale. Unfortunately, I had 6 to advertise and 4 sold, so I've got a little townhome. This is a great price, $248,000 in Ocoee. This is a townhome in a gated neighborhood, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
What's the HOA fees?
1-car garage. They're only like $150. You got a community pool. That is a hot section of town. You know, as Orange County grows, you don't have to drive way out. You're like literally you're across the street from the entrance to the 429. You can be downtown in 15 minutes. But $250,000. I haven't seen anything below $300,000 in a while. So great price on that. And then I've got a ranch out in Eustis, for $600,000, 2 acres, 3,000 square feet. So call me if you'd like to take a look at any of those at 407-352-8118. And Bruce, I want to talk to you. This is December 18th. I want to talk to you about taxes. People are getting their taxes done, but they should, before they finalize their tax bills, their tax returns, they should call you, right? If they're thinking about refinancing.
If they're considering buying a home or refinancing a home, I see more people put themselves out of qualifying by filing their taxes. And you know what they do? As soon as I get the phone call from a client going, hey, I talked to my bank, they turned me down for a mortgage, but I want to talk to you, but I want to warn you in advance, Bruce, that I have a very creative accountant. That already means that you wrote off all your income and you don't qualify.
$600,000 worth of revenue and you make $33,000 a year.
So if you want a traditional mortgage and you want the best possible interest rate, then you have to show the income. And what happens is they're willing to save $5,000 in tax dollars in order to keep themselves from buying what they want.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You're stepping over $1 to pick up a penny. I will review your previous tax returns, let you know what you really should be showing in order to qualify for the mortgage that you seek. So you can count on me to review that information for you, and I'll tell you how and what you need to do to be able to obtain what you want. All you have to do then is apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com, or go to my website. That is my website. Or call me at 407-250-9144. I got a little bit mixed up with myself there, didn't I?
I just think it's important. People do that. Planning is how you get this. You know, I got a lot of people, Bruce, I ask them all the time, what's your dream home? They're like, well, we just bought this house a couple years ago. I go, well, tell me what your dream home is, and I'll keep my eye out for you. Would you like to have 3,000 square feet? You want to get waterfront? You'd love to be on a golf course where the golf balls don't fall through your pool screen? Do you want to be on 10 acres in the country? Do you want to be on a chain of lakes? Do you just want a nice new modern home? You want to get rid of the 2-story because your knees are bothering you? We got to get you into a single story. You're tired of cutting the grass on the 5 acres. Let's get you in a smaller. What's your dream home? And we can help you with that at Loveland Properties next year in 2022. If you are a renter and you write out a rent check, write down this number, Bruce. What's your number?
407-250-9144. That's 407-250-9144. Or go to my website at WeBringYouHome.com. Cleve and I are committed to helping more people become homeowners in 2022 than we've ever done in the history of our career. We've got to stop the bleeding with this rent. Rents are going up 7.5% per year, Cleve.
And they're not going to settle down. I mean, we don't see a bubble looming on the horizon. This is just think about my parents, I think, bought their first house for $28,000 in Mims, Florida, over on the coast, and it's not going down. I mean, I wish we'd kept that.
No, they're not going to go down.
I wish we'd kept that. My first house, I think, was $60,000 in Castleberry. I wish I'd kept that one. But anyway,
it had been paid off and worth $350.
Yep, and we want to create wealth. We want to help you, and it doesn't cost a thing to talk to us.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't cost a thing to work with us.
And we will promise to guide you in the right direction that fits your needs. We will tailor a real estate and mortgage transaction specifically for you. You can count on us. We're local boys. We've been here. We grew up here.
Yep.
Our families are here. We will help you. We're not an internet lender. We're not an internet real estate company. We're local people helping local people. Call Cleve at 407-352-8118. or the Loan Arranger at 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about how to get into our wealth building and home buyer classes on how you can stop renting and become a homeowner in 2022. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I was going to say, I've got to run, Bruce. I got 15 offers sitting on the floor of my car and the files, and I got to go talk to the sellers about those. So I'll talk to you guys next weekend.
5 minutes.
We are on Christmas weekend.
We are?
Yep.
Welcome back to the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I am the Lone Ranger alongside Cleve Loveland, who just darted out to go take a new listing. I'm going to tell you something. That guy is absolutely on fire when it comes to real estate. What a amazing real estate agent. I got to tell you, not only is it an honor to be part of this radio show with him, but here is a man that has dedicated his life to making sure that he serves his clients and makes sure that you always get the right information when it comes to listing your home or helping you find a home as a buyer's agent. He also can work with you if you are looking to purchase a new construction. There's a lot of new construction out there, and why not navigate through a professional? You don't pay a buyer's agent any money. You don't pay a buyer's agent one dime to help you represent you as a buyer. The seller pays that commission to them, and the builder pays it if he goes out and shows you some new construction. Speaking of new construction, Hanover Family Builders, one of my all-time favorite home builders, local builder right here in town, only building in Central Florida, and has amazing products at amazing prices. And if you go to any one of their communities, tell them that the Lone Ranger sent you, and to make sure that you get your mortgage through the Lone Ranger. They'll pay your closing costs for you. In some communities, it's $8,000, some $10,000. I've seen as much as $15,000 in some of these communities. If you'd like to get connected to Hanover Family Builders, all you have to do is contact me at webringyouhome.com or text me at 407-250-9144. All right, let's get back to business here and really drill down on what's going on in the industry that might help you. So I told you earlier in the show that I'm completely committed to helping more buyers in 2022 become homeowners that are currently renting. So my mission is to help people that are currently renting become homeowners. So let's just face it. There is no such thing as a rich renter. You can't amass wealth if you continue to rent a home. You've got to become a homeowner, and I'm committed to helping you achieve that goal. So there's only a couple of things that are getting in your way. You're concerned about your credit. I've got a great credit repair program. You're concerned about your cash to close. In other words, you don't feel like you have enough. Well, I've got programs with 0 money down. I've got programs with 3% down. I've got programs with 3.5% down. One of those programs we're going to get you into. You have your tax refund coming to you in February or March. Use that to become a homeowner. Now, I want to put some things in perspective. I was just doing a little searches for how much are rents here in Central Florida. Well, and obviously it differs from one community to another, but I just looked up the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,534. Okay, $1,534. You get a 2-bedroom apartment. Now, come on, they may lure you in because they got a community pool and a weight room, but you don't have anything to show for it. And don't tell me, well, it's more convenient for you, because that is absolutely not true. You may think that it might be more convenient to be a renter in an apartment because you don't have to concern yourself about mowing a yard. Listen, hire somebody to mow your yard for $50 a month, $60 a month. You can have somebody mow your yard for you. In most cases, bigger lots may cost you a little bit more money, but you don't have to do it yourself. So why would you pay a huge amount of money to rent when you have nothing to show for it? So we were talking to Cleve, and we looked up some statistics, and these are some great reasons to buy. Last year in October, the median sales price was $270,000. Right now it's $325,000. Okay, I don't know about you, but that is a $55,000 gain in real estate. So if you were renting, I can promise you, you did not save $55,000 by renting. You might have put $55,000 in your landlord's pocket, but you did not put it in your pocket. So if you're considering buying a home, let's just put this in perspective. Let's just say you're paying $1,550. That means that every year you're paying $18,000. Well, you could have had $50,000, $55,000 in your own pocket. So let's talk about an easy way to help you get to that, accomplish that goal. All right, credit repair, I got it. Cash to close, I got 0 down payment loans available and low down payment loans available. But you also have your tax refund. Now, for all of you folks that are out there listening to my show right now that may have adult children that are renting or adult grandchildren that are renting, I want you to write my phone number down. It's 407-250-9144. 407-250-9144. Now, here's why I want you to save that number. Because if you've got family members that are renting, rents are going up on average by 7.5% per year. Interest rates are still at an all-time low. Housing prices are going up. So if right now you can't get that house for $270 like you could, I mean, I'm not saying there's not a $270 house available. Cleve was talking about a townhome he's got right now for $250. It's an opportunity for you to get in the game. You'll make money when you buy real estate. So if you bought, let's just say you bought a $350,000 house and your credit is marginal. So you put down 3.5%. That's about $12,250 on a $350 house. And let's just say you got some closing costs and escrows that you have to come up with. So your total out of pocket may be $18,250. You call me, we'll get Cleve and his team to negotiate. The closing costs get paid by the seller. We're going to do everything we can. That's harder to do in this market, but don't think it's impossible. It's not impossible. But let's just say you got to come up with $18,250. You're getting $7,500 from your tax refund. Let's just say you can get a gift from a family member for the rest. Now, why would your family member want to give you a gift? Say grandparents or parents. I'll tell you why. If rents continue to go at the pace they are, you are going to get outpriced because your income is not going to keep up with the amount of rent. And guess where you're going to move back to? So if you're listening to this and you don't want your kids and grandkids to be knocking on the door going, we can't afford our rent, then help them right now. You can help them with the gift of down payment. You're going to leave them money likely at some point anyway. Why not do it now and control where that inheritance is going to go? It goes into the form of a down payment. Now, for those of you that know you're going to leave your kids or grandkids money at some point, talk to me. I'm going to structure a transaction so your money is safe. Just pick up the phone or call me. Text me at 407-250-9144 or have the renter go to my website and apply online at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. So we can put them into a home that's going to help them save money in the future. Houses aren't going to go down in price. Don't get caught up into that hysteria. I've heard a couple people say, I'm waiting for houses to go down. Well, you're going to wait a long time because they're not going to go down. Why aren't they going to go down? Because the cost of materials continues to go up. You're seeing your gas prices go up. Crazy Joe, come on, ever since he's been in office, I was paying $1.98. Now I'm paying $3.50. It's probably going to go to $4.50 before you know it. Oh, yeah, they said they're going to tap into our reserves. That's going to lower gas by a maximum of 18 cents. Okay? Inflation will wipe that out in a month. You're going to pay more for gas. You're paying more for your groceries. You're paying more for toilet paper. You're paying more for everything. Why would houses go down in price? They're not going to. And to be honest with you, we don't want houses to go down in price. They may stabilize a little bit, but they're not going to go down in price. Let me help your family members. So I'm committed to helping more people than I've ever helped in a 12-month period of time become homeowners in 2022. But I need you, my loyal listeners, to help me. I need you to be my bird dog, okay? A bird dog is somebody that goes out and helps me find people that I can help. I promise you, your family members are in really good hands. been doing this for 32 years. I've helped more than 10,000 families. I'm going strong, and I'm committed to helping more people. It's my goal for 2022. So if you know anybody that's renting out there, don't let them keep renting. Reach out to them right now and give them my phone number, 407-250-9144. Send them to my website at webringyouhome.com. But do something. Send them out a safety net. Okay? Send them out a life jacket, because it's not going to get better when it comes to renting. Heck, rents are going up as fast as home prices are. Now, I want to put this in perspective. If you bought a $350,000 house, that's probably a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, or a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home in most cases. Your mortgage payment is going to be about $2,300 all in. Maybe not including a homeowners association fee, because I don't know how much that's going to be from one neighborhood to the next. You might not even have one. But a $350,000 house with only 3.5% down, that's about $12,250, will put you into a home that you will own, and you're going to pay about $2,300 a month. Now, let's just say that house continues to go up by, let's just say, 10%. That means that your house is going to go up by $32,000 in 1 year if it goes up 10%. Heck, you only invested $12,250. Show me where you can get a return on your investment like that. That's like a 200% return on your investment. It doesn't make sense to rent, you guys. Even if your house only went up by 3%, do you know that you'd have an 86% return on your investment? Come on, guys. Let's stop this madness. You don't need to keep renting. There's always an opportunity. Even if you had a foreclosure yesterday, I can get you into a house within 3 to 4 years. I can get you into a house within 3 to 4 years. So stop renting. You're sitting on the sidelines of life, letting everybody else pass you by. And you're making excuses why you're not buying, but you have somebody right here available and willing to help you become a homeowner. And I'm volunteering to help you. And my team is committed to helping you and making sure you get great financing and all the appropriate advice that you need to be able to make a sound decision on the house that you buy. So pick up the phone and call me at 407-250-9144 or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. Now, I got a couple other things I want to talk to you about because some of you may already be homeowners. I want to talk to you about my favorite refinance program right now. Now, when it comes to mortgages, people will say, hey, I'm shopping for the lowest rate. Nobody's shopping for the highest rate. I just want you guys to know that. I've never gotten the phone call that says, hey, I'm shopping for the highest rate. Nobody does that. Everybody's looking for the lowest rate. What determines the lowest rate? The lender does not determine the lowest rate. You do. What do I mean by that? Your down payment, your credit score determine what your interest rate is. Now on FHA loans, currently my highest interest rate is 3.625%. That's as high as I go. Conventional loans, it's all credit score driven. But my favorite refinance program, now listen to this. If you can swing a 15-year payment, I just refinanced a client that had a 629 credit score. Not a great score, you guys, but I refinanced them on a conventional loan at 2.625% interest rate. Now, that's not a rate quote because I got to give a lot of disclaimers for a rate quote. I'm just telling you a story that actually happened this week. That's with a marginal credit score at best, valued client. Past client of mine, they called their current loan servicer, which doesn't happen to be me. It's a bank that starts with a W and ends with an S, or an O, whichever you want to say. I'm just going to tell you something. The opportunity is there. Now, their payment went up a couple $100, but I'm saving them like $300,000 in interest. If that's something that you want to entertain, call me. I'll help you with that. 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of Cleve Loveland and the Loner Ranger Radio Show. Welcome back to the home stretch of the Cleve Loveland and the Loner Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage of the Loner Ranger. Cleve is out and about taking a listing right now, and I'm going to wrap up this show. I want to first of all thank you guys so much for being such loyal listeners. I hope that you get a lot of value out of this show. You know, not everybody is in the market to buy or sell or refinance a property, but I want you to know that the information that I'm hoping to provide you is of value to you, because we all either want to buy a home or own a home. And you want to keep up to speed on what the market's doing, because it is the easiest way to amass wealth. And I want you guys to always be informed as to what values are doing and how to get the most out of buying a home, selling a home, or refinancing a home. So since we're in the very last few minutes of this show, I want to first of all let you know that I am committed to helping more first-time home buyers than I've ever helped in my career in 2022. I want to make this a record-breaking year where I have helped more first-time home buyers than I've ever helped in my career. And that's a lot. So I need your help to help me do that. I will tell you that if you send me a client, they are in very good hands. I'll take great care of them, make sure they get the best information and the best interest rates and terms that are available. Just send them to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. Now, I want you to call or text me at 407-250-9144. That's my personal number. That's not my office number. That's my number. I know a lot of you get taken off guard when I call you back, but it is my number. And I give you that number because I am all about service. I am about helping my clients get the very most out of getting a mortgage and buying real estate or refinancing real estate. And I think that a lot of companies say that, but they don't hold water. And I want you to put me to the test. If you are considering getting into the market, refinancing or buying a home, please allow me the opportunity to show you what we do. I think you're going to find it amazing of the level of service that we provide here at CrossCountry Mortgage on the Loner Rangers team. So we can also help you in any state in the United States I can help you with. We've got branches throughout the United States. CrossCountry Mortgage is a direct lender. We originate the loan, we process your loan, we underwrite your loan, we fund your loan, and in many cases, we keep your loan. Most of our loans we're servicing ourselves. So you don't have to worry about being sold to some Yahoo bank that you just can't deal with or get anybody on the phone. If you want that level of service, then stop the car, pull over the vacuum cleaner, stop the riding lawnmower, and call me at 407-250-9144. 407-250-9144. Let's help a lot of people become homeowners this year. I'm asking you to help me find more people that I can help. It'll change their lives, and you'll always be the person that referred them to me. I guarantee you, you won't be disappointed. Let's help a lot of people together. So just know that when you refer somebody to me, they're going to be taken care of. And if they don't qualify for any reason today, I'm going to set them up a pass so they do qualify. Now, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and HUD have both raised their loan limits, so you can afford more home for less money down. If you are looking to buy in the jumbo or the high price luxury arena, I got the best jumbo loans in the market. If you haven't refinanced yet, stop the car and call me. Let me help you before these rates get out of hand. They are starting to tick up, but they're still attractive. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And don't forget to tune into my show tomorrow, the Loner Ranger Radio Show, at 11 o'clock at the same station. You can tune in to 107.3 on HD Radio or 580 AM, broadcasting throughout Central Florida. I want you to have a great weekend. I will be here tomorrow on Sunday at 11 o'clock. Tune in then. Have a great weekend, and let's just enjoy the holidays, reach out to a friend and family and tell them you love them. Have a great weekend.